one of the first bands I ever listened to outside of Elvis and the Beatles. I kind of had Beatles singles more so than albums back in the day, back in the 70s, and had Help and a few others, and there were EPs as well. And so I would put them on the turntable and play them quite a lot, and had a very old uh, Black Label Blue Y album that was already scratched, but I played it anyway. But one of the other artists that I would listen to quite a lot after going through lots of Elvis stuff were this band here, Queen. And this was this was the first album I got. And as I said in a previous video, Elvis's Golden Records was the first greatest hits of anything, and I think this is the best selling album in the UK still. And I think in America, it's the Eagles' best of album is the best selling album in America. So this is Queen's greatest hits. Bohemian Rhapsody is on it. Another one, Bites the Dust, Killer Queen, Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race, You're My Best Friend, Don't Stop Me Now, Save Me, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Somebody to Love, Now I'm Here, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy, Play the Game, Flash, Seven Seas of Rye, We Will Rock You, and We Are the Champions. And that, I think, all by itself is why this is still the best selling greatest hits album in the UK. I don't have a 180 grams version of it yet. It's a double LP. They kind of made, I don't know why they did it, but well, maybe it had to do with the sound, but they kind of split up side one and they split up side two. That's what it looks like. I do have two copies of this. I had another copy and it went missing, and I put it into this one, which I'll go on to in a minute, and that's where it was hiding. But I came across this, so it was nice to get the case again. This is the inside. What is my favorite Queen album? I'd say News of the World and Sheer Heart Attack. They're my favorites. And I like Kind of Magic as well. I remember when that came out, and I was actually remember one time. If you're familiar with the album A Kind of Magic, it's a part soundtrack to Highlander, which does not have its own soundtrack. If you want music from the movie Highlander, you have to get the album A Kind of Magic. But I was actually over in the Isle of Skye. I was on holidays in the Isle of Skye. It was after going all the way up to Glasgow and got the train to Edinburgh, and then went all the way up to Inverness and across the to the Isle of Skye. And I was coming back. I was on my journey back from the Isle of Skye. I got chatted to this lady who was actually after working on the set of Highlander, and she knew all the kind of extras, because a lot of the extras in the Highlander film was her friend. And she said, "Oh, do you know a place called Corballymore?" And I said, "Yes." And so it turns out her ex-husband was from my home county, so that was kind of an interesting experience. So we were talking about where I was from, and Isle of Skye and Queen. So, but yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic album. If you don't have this in your collection, you really should. And it's just a brilliant example of a best of, how a best of album should be. The second album is Queen's Greatest Hits 2, and it kind of just goes from, kind of follows on their career from that one, and goes Kind of Magic, Under Pressure, Radio Gaga, I Want It All, Want to break free, innuendo, it's a hard life, breakthrough, who wants to live forever, headlong, the miracle, I'm going slightly mad, the invisible man, hammer to fall, friends will be friends, and the show must go on, and one vision. Actually, that's quite a neat little album as well. A very very good follow on to this album indeed. So these are well worth having in your collection. Just have a look at the inside. That's what it looks inside. I'm hoping to get the Queen box set on vinyl, and it's all lovely coloured vinyl. And Queen's album Queen 2, that's done like Dark Side of the Moon. So here we go. That's the lads. There's more info in this inlay card than the first one. That's from a kind of magic. It's from the works. And this is from the Miracle. Or is it the Miracle? I think that's the Miracle. I saw Queen live back in 1986. It was the second concert I went to. The first concert I went to was U2, and that was the Unforgettable Fire concert in Dublin on their homecoming. And then I saw Queen in Slane. And also in 1985 I saw Glenn Campbell and the Wolf Tones. So that's Queen I Want to Break Free. It's from Innuendo. I just played Innuendo the other day. Absolutely fantastic album. John Deacon, I think he did the right thing. Has on the kind of magic tour. It's a hard life from the works. Yeah, quite a lot of photos in this. That's Brian. That's the Who Wants to Live Forever. More songs. I had that. I left a lot of stuff over in Ireland, and so I think I gave some away. And I actually had communication with Jim Hutton. A friend of mine knew Jim, and we had a small email exchange. I could have gone to meet him, I didn't. That's something I regret doing. Had a chance to meet Jim Hutton. More songs. And it's another firecracker of an album. That absolutely brilliant. A really good follow-up to Volume 1. Then we have Volume 3, which I kind of played the least. I know they have a platinum collection coming out, and I think it's all of these 3 albums on vinyl, and it's all on coloured vinyl as well. So this is, I have mixed feelings about this. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play it, other times I'm not. I'm not even going to read out that. It's all what I call money spider typos. If you want to pause the screen there, and they're all dancing around doing the river dance or whatever. I can't read it. But this is quite nice. Take out the sleeve. Get this. And then you put back in the sleeve. Freddy looking down. And so we go through this from the One Vision album, or video I should say. This is the Freddie Mercury tribute concert. I kind of warmed to that more and more as the years go by. I remember watching it at home in Ireland when it was on, and during the height of it, the main TV station in Ireland, RTE, cut the concert when David Bowie was saying the Our Father prayer, and there was absolute uproar over it. So more pictures, not as good as the second one. And they could have had more pictures in the first one as well. But we have what we have. There's the three lads, Roger, Brian and John. I remember I visited the fan club one time when I was over in England on holidays. I think that was 1985 when Live Aid was on, and we were in holidays in the street, and then we went to London. I have photographs of the fan club office. I must dig them out. That's from Highlander. They thought that was a really good video, bringing the actor into the video. And yeah, kind of very dark and silhouette-y. And then a whole lot of colour at the end. Kind of harking back to the first album, Queen One, in many ways. So that's the three greatest hits albums on a CD, Volume 1, 2 and 3, and I think Volume 3 would be the slightly weakest of the three, the one I would play the least out of them, but it's nice to have in the collection because you have the version of Under Pressure with David Bowie and Somebody to Love with George Michael. That's who I think should have gotten the job after Freddie died, or they could have become their own tribute band and have various guests on as continue the tribute Freddie Mercury tribute show. Brought that on tour basically. But there we are. Queen's Greatest Hits 1, Queen's Greatest Hits 2, and Queen's Greatest Hits 3, and I picked most of them up in charity shops. So I'm always around charity shops looking at stuff, and a lot of the time there's nothing there, but then you hit you're there on the right day. So again, thank you for all these views. They mean a lot. If you want to leave comments below, please do so. And again, thank you very much. Stevie G highly recommends all three albums, Queen's Greatest Hits, Queen's Greatest Hits 2, and Queen's Greatest Hits 3.